Coming up.
So when we return new blood to the area, we have platelets in the blood, which is the healing factor.
These cups aren't just giving me strange-looking hickeys. They're actually strategically placed in an attempt to relieve neck and back tension. Keep watching to find out more. Then join me at the table for delicious indulgence or in the gym for a time-saving workout. Plus, a famous roller rink was saved by some of its members. All that and more today on SoFlo Health. It all begins somewhere around January 2nd, and then it peaks around January 8th. What am I talking about? I'm talking about attendance in the gym. Hello and welcome to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and it's that time of year where the gyms are packed full of people with the new year, new me mindset for their New Year's resolutions. And for the last 5 years on SoFlo Health, we've given you tips on how to stick to your program, how to get the best out of your workouts, and everything you want this time of year. Well, this year, I'm taking a different approach. And I'm not just not going to the gym, I'm indulging today, because it's a lifestyle after all, and we want you to be able to make it your own. For example, my lifestyle is to stay away from crowds as much as possible. So I actually worked out on Christmas Day so that I don't really have to work out much this week. I like to work out during the holidays when people don't want to work out, and I like to go to the gym on off hours. But some people like to be in the gym when it's crowded, see all the people that they know, feel the energy of everybody getting back to the gym. So if that's for you and you want to work out, don't worry, later on in the show we've got something for you. But this year, I'm taking a little bit of a back seat during this time when the gyms are going to be crowded, because unfortunately, most people give up in just a week from today. But we know that's not you here on SoFlo Health, so we're going to celebrate here at Anthony's Runway 84. If that name rings a bell, you already know what we're in for, and if it rings a bell from a few years ago, then there's a lot of new things you're going to want to see. And don't worry, I'm not going to do the thing where we're like, hey, we've got some healthy options here at Anthony's Runway 84. No, we're having it in its full glory as God intended it, so let's head back into the kitchen and see what they have. At Anthony's Runway 84, the chef crafts top-notch dishes that speak for themselves. The 90-day dry-aged porterhouse, that's right, 90-day dry-aged porterhouse is seared to perfection, offering a savory and tender bite. Wagyu beef carpaccio showcases the chef's skill in slicing and serving premium ingredients. The spicy rigatoni vodka packs a punch, combining hearty rigatoni with a zesty vodka-infused sauce for a satisfying kick. And the veal parmigiano brings a classic touch with tender veal, melted cheese, and robust tomato sauce, delivering a taste of traditional Italian comfort. Anthony's Runway 84 isn't just a restaurant. It's a place where skillful cooking transforms quality ingredients into straightforward, yet unforgettable dining experiences. Now, I know you've had enough of seeing it in the kitchen, so here it is, right in front of you. I'm now joined by Mark Falsetto, one of the managing partners. Mark, thanks for having us here today.
Oh, well, thanks for coming.
Of course. So we just got a sneak peek of what this was being created, but tell us, now that it's all played in front of us, what are we looking at?
Well, we have a variety of stuff here. We have some of our new and old school classics. We'll start off with some of our old school classics. This is our famous snapper franchise, which is a fresh piece, local snapper, franchise style. We have our spicy rigatoni vodka. Here we have our Wagyu beef carpaccio, which is a Wagyu beef tenderloin. We have pistachios, a truffle emulsion. And this is what we call the king and the queen on the menu. So this is the queen, the veal chop Danielle, which is named after my wife. It was created by my wife. This is our giant 16-ounce veal chop, milk-fed, first cut, topped with our spicy vodka sauce, homemade mozzarella, prosciutto, and peas. And then this is the king, which is our 40-ounce dry-aged porterhouse prime, charred, sliced, medium rare, served with our house steak sauce.
Oof, I can't wait to get into it, and we're going to do that in just a bit. And I know those of you that are normal SoFlo Health viewers are saying, this isn't exactly what we were expecting. Well, like I said, today we're going to enjoy ourselves while everybody's getting ready for the new year, new me. We're just going to enjoy, celebrate, and we'll be right back here at Anthony's Runway 84 in just a bit.
Thank you.
Okay, I know what I said about not wanting to be in the gym this time of year, but I mean it. I really don't like spending too much time in the gym, especially when it's crowded. And if you feel the same way and you want some ways to compress your workout but still get a good one in, then this segment is for you. And if you've never worked out before and you're not even sure where to start with the sets, the reps, and the weight, again, I got you. Follow me. If you're an experienced gym goer, then this part will probably bore you a little bit, but if you are brand new, it's helpful to know, and we get asked a lot. So how many sets, how many reps, what weight should I choose? Well, a good place to start for anybody is about 3 sets, 10 reps of whatever you're doing. Choosing the weight is totally up to you. I would definitely recommend to start with lower weight and to build up over time than to try and be a hero right off of the bat. So, what does that look like in the gym? 1, 2. All right, there's 10. And now I'm gonna rest for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or until I feel I'm ready to go again. Now, you might be thinking, geez, that's gonna be a long time in the gym. However, I do have a time saver for you that will also make your workout a little more difficult, but stay with me. It's called supersets. Again, if you're a gym goer, you might know this one already. But a superset is simply cutting out the rest time in between a workout and doing either another muscle group or another exercise to further feel that burn. So with these rows, I just did a back movement. So if I wanted to do a superset, I might want to do it with pull-ups, and that will be another back movement, but a slightly different back muscle. So this is what a superset would look like. We grab our bar, we're gonna go for 10. And now, immediately, jump into my pull-ups. And now, I can rest for 3 minutes in between that superset. So I'm saving myself that extra time of resting between those. The next step to that would be a giant set. A giant set is where you simply go through your entire workout from beginning to end without resting until you've gone through one giant set. So if you've got 4 exercises, you go through all 4 of those exercises, rest after those for a little bit longer period of time, say 5 minutes, then you do all of them again. And last but certainly not least, we've done this plenty of times on the show with many personal trainers, and that's a circuit, where you simply choose X amount of exercises, you go through them one after the other, no rest time or with 10 seconds or 20 seconds in between each one, and you simply just keep doing that circuit until your workout's done. By doing these techniques, you can finish your workout in 20, 30 minutes and be in and out of the gym quick. Remember, you don't have to lift crazy heavy weight. You just have to do something to get your body moving and to meet your goals, whatever they are. So start small, scale up over time, and most of all, get in the gym. If you're from the Kendall or Fort Lauderdale area, you'll want to come right back for a dose of nostalgia with a side of delicious eats and roller skating when SoFlo Health returns. It's a pleasure to announce the winner of Goya's Seasonings Greetings $500 gift card giveaway. It's Christopher James of Kendall. Congratulations, Christopher, and thanks for watching SoFlo shows. Enjoy that $500 because if it's Goya, it has to be good. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, and I'm joined by Mark of Anthony's Runway 84. We just got situated a little bit earlier talking about the food. Before we dive in, Mark, for those that are new to Anthony's Runway 84,
Sure.
How did this all begin?
Well, Anthony's Runway 84 has been around since 1982. Super famous restaurant owned by my partner Anthony Bruno, and it's been in his family since 1982. The last year we went through a renovation, and we just relaunched this past February, and that's where we're at now.
And you've also elevated the food as well.
Yeah, we have all the old school classics. We added a prime steak program, and we added some new pastas and some new dishes. As long as actually we do live music nightly, we turn into a supper club every night at 8 p.m.
Okay, great. So where do we begin with all of this?
This is our veal chop, Danielle, one of our most popular items on the menu. Well, Carlos has conned that up. We'll grab us a little spicy rigatoni.
Sure, yeah, let's
And I'll serve you up some steak. So I'll give you the porterhouse, you get the best. You get the New York strip, and then also the filet, so I'll give you a piece of each.
Please.
All right, so here's some of our
You don't have to tell me twice.
That's it, that's gonna be your prime New York strip, and then there's a little piece of the filet.
Wow.
All right, and you can't have a steak without our house steak sauce.
Well, I can't wait anymore. I gotta dive in here.
All right, let's do it. So nobody in Fort Lauderdale is doing this pure, true dry aged prime program.
Yeah. And when it comes to steak sauce, a lot of people, they lean on that.
Yeah.
Here, the meat on its own, beautiful. The steak sauce just adds to it, doesn't compete. Beautiful.
Thank you.
And then, of course, I gotta get a piece of this veal.
Yeah, veal's, go for it, let me know what you think. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a game changer. So you're taking a parm, which is everybody's favorite, right? A veal parmesan, but elevating instead of the marinara sauce, go with the spicy vodka sauce, and we add the prosciutto and the peas and the homemade mozzarella just to take it to another level.
Well, you guys are clearly doing something right. The food is absolutely amazing. The atmosphere is something like, I mean, like you said, right out of the 60s, and it's something that we don't get here in South Florida. You don't have this sort of feeling other than a place like this.
Well, we want to kind of go for that New York, Las Vegas feel, 1960s, Goodfellas vibe, and it's something different, and people love it.
Of course, and if people want to learn more about Anthony's, how can they?
Visit our website, runway84.com, and the best place is our Instagram page at runway84 as well.
Excellent. Well, and I gotta say, you have to, because this is amazing.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me, Hunter.
Of course,
Appreciate it.
definitely. And there it was. Super Wheels is closed after almost 40 years. But that's because it's Miami Roller Rink now. News spread fast that Super Wheels, also known as Hot Wheels, was coming to an end after almost 40 years, but there's a couple that just couldn't let that happen. They bought the place, renamed it. Let's meet them. Meet Pam Mastacero and Gabe Colon. Upon learning that Super Wheels, a cherished establishment with nearly 4 decades of history, was facing closure, they took decisive action by acquiring the rink. After Super Wheels officially shuttered its doors on December 30th, 2023, Pam and Gabe wasted no time. Within a mere 48 hours, Miami Roller Rink emerged in its place. Their motivation was clear. They couldn't bear to witness this iconic venue, brimming with countless memories, succumb to the fate of becoming just another impersonal development.
Well, we found out the news that the roller rink was possibly closing, but not only that, that they were considering turning it into something other than a roller rink.
This is the last remaining roller rink in Miami, so for us it's a passion project. It's something that's special to our family and so special to many of the families in the Miami-Dade and beyond community.
The conversation on social has been like, my rink is Midway, my rink is Thunder Wheels. Everyone has a rink, and our whole thing has been whatever rink it is and they're no longer open, this is your rink. This is Miami's roller rink.
Failure is not an option for us. We have to get it done, and we have to do it for everybody. So that was what got us to this point. It did get very hard throughout the process. There were a lot of no's along the way, and through that we pushed through, and we're here now, so it's really exciting.
They can follow us on Miami Roller Rink on all social channels and visit miamirollerrink.com.
This might look painful, but its goal is pain relief. Cupping therapy and some laps around the Miami Roller Rink are still ahead on SoFlo Health. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie. This is Pam and Gabe of Miami Roller Rink. You might know it as Super Wheels or as Hot Wheels from back in the day. Well, forget those because it's Miami Roller Rink now. No, they're not closing. They're open for business, and I'm ready to get out there and learn how to skate a little bit better. I've tried it a few times in the past, but I trust Pam's gonna get me in the right direction. So it's time for some skates.
Brand new
Here we go.
skates here.
Heck yeah, look at this.
Get these.
All right, I'm gonna get skated up and I'll see you out there.
Let's do it.
I'm skated up now. I'm feeling the music, but this is all confidence right now. I have no idea how it's gonna go once we
You're doing
start
great.
heading
We're
around.
doing great. We're gonna crush it.
So for the absolute beginner, what should they know?
So a couple of tricks if you're a beginner, you've never skated. First of all, don't be discouraged. You don't just put wheels on your feet and you know exactly what to do. It's not intuitive, right? So what you want to do is you want to put your arms out. It helps you with a little bit of balance. You want to bend your knees a little bit, and you want to put your feet, your heels together. And then you kind of want to waddle like a penguin for a little bit. You want to just be able to get your bearings and start to feel the balance out. And then you start easing into the rolling. But the first thing is you march and you waddle like a penguin, and that'll help you.
Well, this will be my 3rd time ever, I think, on quads, so
You look great.
we're gonna see. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, so Pam, let's head around.
Let's do it. It's also a great song.
Yes, exactly, great song. All right.
Oh, look at her. Awesome.
Look at this. So, I see you allow inline skates here as well, isn't it right?
Yes, absolutely. Inlines and quads are welcome here. And it's really incredible. You even see custom skates. You have people that go get theirs custom made, colors, all the things. All welcome.
Now, you're obviously helping me out here learn and get my bearings. No pun intended.
Yeah.
But for those that want to come learn, do you teach them? Do you have coaches?
I definitely am not qualified to teach anybody, but we have certified coaches that are here to teach weekly. They do group classes and they also offer private classes.
Yeah, and for those that want to get a nice workout in but don't like going to the gym, they don't like running.
I'm not somebody that enjoys working out or running
Right.
or things like that. I could be here for hours. The time just flies by.
Yeah.
And sometimes me and my husband will, say, hey, we're not leaving until we hit 1,000 calories or this or that. And what's really cool is no matter who I talk to, whether they're kids, adults, whether they just started on their skate journey or been doing it for years and years,
Yeah.
they all say it's their therapy.
That's great.
In some form or another, I come here and I leave it all on the floor.
All right, so do you have theme nights?
Yes,
do you have people coming here all the
theme
time?
nights, and we actually just asked all of our social media family, what do they want to see? What theme nights do they want? We got a list of things, so we're already working behind the scenes to see how we can bring some new people into the mix. Country was a hot request. They want
Okay.
a line dance and roller skate. We'll figure out how we can
I can
do
barely
that
do one or
safely.
the other.
So we'll figure it out, but I'm just throwing that out there. I think it's great. I think it's great. Music has a way of bringing people together, and so does roller skating. So
Yes,
we'll
certainly
do both.
does. Then we thank you so much for saving this treasure of South Florida and Miami and making it your own, but also keeping the energy and the community that made it so great.
And thank you for coming here to let everybody know that we're open for business.
They are open. The closing isn't happening. It's only
no
opening.
closing.
All right, well, for those that missed it earlier, if they'd like to learn more or keep in touch with your theme nights, how can they?
They can follow Miami Roller Rink across all social medias or visit miamirollerrink.com.
Excellent. Pam, thank you so much for your
Hey.
time.
You did great. Look at you.
Look at me. We're going here. I've got another lap to do here in a second. While I do that, go meet me over at Fix It Physical Therapy for some hot cupping. Let's go.
All right.
Actually, it's not hot, it's just cupping. But go there. Neck and back pain are probably the two most common things we hear about on SoFlo Health, and you probably experience, and that's why we hear about it. So today, we're at Fix It Physical Therapy to find some ways that you can protect your neck and back. You might remember Dr. John Benevento from the last time we were here at Fix It Physical Therapy. We went over some basic things that you can do at home to protect your neck and your back. Well, today, not so basic, but still very good for your back. So, John, what are we doing today?
Today we're going to do a variety of different cupping methods for his neck and back to kind of help with inflammation, speed up healing, and to return blood flow to the different areas of his body.
So, John, what is cupping?
So cupping is a method that is used to pull old blood from deep under the surface so that new blood can return and help with the healing factor of our body. So when we return new blood to the area, we have platelets in the blood, which is the healing factor. And we want to promote as much of that as we can to help people with either acute or chronic injuries. And this is a very easy technique that we perform at our practice to accelerate the healing of our patients.
Well, at this point, there's nothing to it but to actually do it. So I'm going to get prepared to be cupped, and then you'll see what it's like on me.
So, as we talked about before, we're going to be doing a cupping demonstration on the patient right here. So what we're going to do is we apply the cup to the skin, give it a couple pumps to make what's called contact with there and pull the old blood up. You may see some discoloration in there. That's okay. Usually the darker it is, the more affected the area is. And as you can see, we got 2 on there. Usually we want these to set anywhere from 7 to 8 minutes because too long, like everything, if you put too much in excess, it can cause an adverse effect on the patient. And now I'm gonna run through them all. And now I'm gonna place the cups on the rest of that area.
So as you can see, we're done with the cupping. Not too crazy. Definitely feel, now I feel we're about 5 minutes away from when I first was laying down with the cups on me. I now feel pretty relaxed, feel good, no tension, nothing. For a short period of time after you remove the cups, it almost felt like they were still there, but I guess that's because my body is slowly receding back to being normal. But it feels great, and I actually, on my shoulder here, as many of you know, I have a winged scapula. I talk about it on the show a lot, but I feel like I have a little extra mobility around my shoulder without any extra tension. Would that be something that I would feel?
Absolutely. Relaxing of the muscle is a secondary measure from that on top of the new blood going to the area, of course.
So who should get cupping?
So it's a very broad term, but it could be a variety of different people. If you're post-surgical, probably not the best, but if someone with chronic ailments like lower back, lower back, neck pain, tennis elbow, patella tendonitis, any of those conditions, mostly chronic injuries, it has the best effect on.
So it's not always the back?
It's not always the back. It can be a variety of parts of the body.
Okay, great. And if somebody decides to start cupping, what should they expect as far as how long should they do it? How long will those marks be there?
Marks can tend to be none at all.
Okay.
Like you may have no marks by the end of the day.
Okay.
But they can last up to 6 or 7 days depending on how irritated it is.
Yeah.
So if you just woke up and you strained your back, that is probably going to be a really dark cup like we saw on your neck, and it'll probably last about 5 to 7 days, give or take.
Okay.
Now, it doesn't mean anything. It's just the results of the cup.
And then if somebody wants to continue working on an area, how often should they do cupping?
Usually, I would say cupping no more than twice a week is fine. You know, you don't want to do anything.
Twice a week, really?
Twice a week, yeah. Nothing more excessive than that.
Okay, great.
You know, give or take.
Okay, great.
Awesome.
And if people would like to learn more about you, how can they?
They can just reach out and call me at 954-368-4598, or they can go to our website at www.fixitphysical.com.
Well, John, I feel great. Thank you so much for your time.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Welcome back to SoFlo Health. I'm Hunter Frankie, wrapping up our episode here. It's been a fun day between heading over to Anthony's, getting a little bit of work in the gym, being here at Miami Roller Rink, and then of course, cupping therapy, which I'm still feeling a little bit. My neck was tight, but it helped out a lot. We hope that you learned something, had some fun, and are at least prepared for the new year in however you would like to do it. Whether that's to hit the gym right away, be there with the crowds, or to avoid it altogether and treat yourself to start the year off. That's what we love about health and SoFlo Health. It's a lifestyle that you get to decide. So, that's all we have for this week's episode of SoFlo Health. And if you want to catch previous episodes, you can do so on SoFloShows.com. You can follow us using @SoFlo Health to share with us what you're doing to stay healthy. Until next week, it's goodbye, good health, and great roller skating. Next week on SoFlo Health, Dry January is underway. Whether you've decided to heck with it, you're going to have a drink, or you're running out of mocktail recipes, we'll have you covered. That and more is right here on SoFlo Health next week, and we'll see you then.